Okay, how about now? Because I was muted. That's probably why. Coach Stephanie, can you hear me now? It looks like you are tuning in. Maybe you're on Facebook. Okay. Hey, y'all. So those of you who are jumping on, especially over here on TikTok, where I usually don't go live, welcome to the Heart community, right? Welcome to the Heart community. Everywhere else is used to me going live, but in my world, they call me Master Coach Lakendra. Thank you for the roses. They call me Master Coach Lakendra. I'm the founder and CEO of the Global Life Coach Training and Entrepreneur Institute, where I help leaders lead with love, by them learning to adopt principles of life coaching, right? Because principles of life coaching helps you to take control of your life. So that's the reason why I love life coaching, because in life coaching, you can no longer put the blame on anyone else. You have to take accountability, and you have to take control of your life. This is going to be so fun for me because I'm already ADHD, right? So this multitudes of things that I'm gonna have to do, look over here, over here, over here, it's fun to my brain because my brain is so interactive. So I love it. Hey, Nappy Coach. So Nappy Coach is over here on TikTok. So basically, just to give you just a little background, just a little background of who I am for those of you who are jumping in. I started my life coaching school in 2010. I am a full time coach, and I oversee other coaches. So I'm not the coach that will typically do like one-on-ones, like you would call me for a one-on-one session. I'm the person that you would want to come see if you want to become a certified life coach, right? If you want to become a life coach leader, or maybe you're looking for a coach, then I have, a black book of coaches, great coaches from all around the world, from different backgrounds, from different cultures, that I can connect you to, so you can work with. So that's pretty much my background. And I love social media, but I don't use social media to really teach, right? Invite Nappy. Okay. I'm sure you don't want to be invited, so I'm not going to invite you. I don't really use like social media to come on and teach, because that's what I do all of the time. If I'm not mentoring, or creating content, and I'm going to try to get to some of your comments, because I see they're popping in, especially over here on Facebook. When I'm not when I'm outside of social media, this is what I'm constantly doing all the time. So when I come on social media, this is not what I want to do, because people ask me all the time, like, Kendra, why aren't you on social media saying what's the difference between life coaching and therapy, and why should people? And I'm just like, because that's just not what I want to do, right? I've taken full control of my life, and I understand exactly what brings me joy and what lights me up. And if people want to know that information, it's really easy just to go and research it. Like, I just feel like when you really want to know something, then you go and you research it. And there's so many other platforms out there, and schools and coaches who are really teaching this stuff. I'm talking about their pages are loaded with content, informational content, where you can truly find an understanding, right? So I decided, okay, Lakendra, do a little teaching. Just do a little teaching right before the end of the month, because we're almost done with the end of the quarter, right? I'm very, very big on business. I was the person who quit my job 3 times until I got it right, and then never went back. I wanted to be a full-time entrepreneur, and I tried to quit my job, and it didn't work, and it took me 3 times before I could really, really get it right. And I got it right, and then I grew a 7-figure business, and then I grew a 6-figure business, a 7-figure business, and they all kind of worked, parallel with each other, because I run 3 different brands. So what I want to teach you during this 5-day challenge, I'm just 5 days, y'all. If you can hold on to 5 days, I'm telling you, you will be able to see massive growth. Massive growth. If you didn't have massive growth in the first 3 months of 2024, then you will definitely be able to have massive growth in the second quarter if you would just listen. If you would just listen, if you would just take some notes, if you would just trust the process, I won't guarantee you, because we can't guarantee you anything, but I will say if you are a person that takes action, if you're a person that's not a big procrastinator, if you're a person that you're always yearning to win, then this 5 days worth of information that I'm going to give you is going to help you to really see massive growth, because it's something that I had to do when I kept failing. Like, I just kept failing. I left that job the first time. I saved a little money, and I was off for a year, and then I was broke, and then I had to go back and I had to start over again. But this time I was like, okay, the reason why I was broke the first time is because when I left, I immediately faced fear, right? It was fear just took over me, and I just lost complete, I'm losing my light. I thought I was going to sit in front of this window and get some good lighting, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to turn some light on. But I literally just faced fear within my first year of entrepreneurship, and it caused me to go broke, to lose confidence in myself, and I had to go back to work. So a lot of us face that, but no one gives us strategies on how to overcome it. You know why? Because people are always looking for, especially in the helping community, it's like, oh, I'm gonna teach you something, and because I'm gonna teach you something, I want something back. I don't want anything back from you. I do this all day. I mentor my coaches all day long. So my coaches, they've been asking me, Master Coach, when you going to go and teach something? Like, you need to go and teach something to these people. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. And at the end of the 5-day challenge, I'm not going to upsell you on anything, because I don't need to do that for you. I've already created 3 successful brands. I have 3 successful brands that run parallel with each other, and they're 6- and 7-figure brands. So I don't need anything from you. I just need for you to learn. I need for you to trust this process. I need for you to know that you can be successful, but you got to put in the work. Hey, Coach Tamasha, y'all, you got to put in the work. And this is the reason why I don't come on social media and do these type of things, because all it do, it just brings lots of people, but people who are not really willing to work. People who want to ask you 1,000 questions. Some questions are related to what you're teaching, but the other, and I'm talking about, it's just really 15%. The other percent is just, you worried about what kind of wig I got on, what kind of, where I got this lip gloss from, is if my Fendi sweater is real or not. Like, we be worried about the wrong thing. So I don't be having time to waste time with anybody, right? That's why I stay in my bubble. I stay in my communities that I've created, because those people invest to come in there to learn and to massively grow. So I'm just going to give you the game. 5 days. You can either take it or leave it, right? So I have these notes in front of me. I'm very absent-minded. I'm forgetful, and it's okay. It's okay. Talk that talk, honey. I'm going to talk here. Let me move this over. So I have this. I want to be able to see my screen. If I lose lighting, I'm trying not to curse either, because I'm on too many platforms. Okay. Even though it's my daily language, it's expressive words are just part of language, right? Okay, so hey, Lewis, how are you? I see you on here. Oh my gosh, congrats. What's the difference between coaching the life? Okay, let me answer this really quick. So Luis is asking, what is the difference between the life coach certification and the mental and behavioral health? So let me answer that. So that means that, Luis, either you're following me or you've gone to my website already. So congratulations, you're already researching me, and that's really good. And y'all can research me too. You just go to the links in my bio. Wherever you're tuning in from, you can go find me with the links in my bio. So, Luis, the difference between our life coach certification for leaders, right, is life coaching is a lifestyle, first and foremost. I believe that everybody in the world has a coach inside of them, because every day we're faced with making decisions. And the decisions that we make, not only do they affect us, but they affect others, right, around us. Good or bad decisions. When you're happy, everybody around you is also happy, because you're sharing an energy with them. But when you are making poor decisions and it's impacting your life, and your life is miserable, you're going to make everybody miserable around you. So we've created a life coach certification for leaders to help leaders lead with love, to help leaders learn how to regulate and manage who they are in leadership and who they are in their personal life, so they can spread love and they can continue to help their communities and those who they are serving to grow. So we have that isolated certification because that's dealing with humanity, because we all impact each other in a grand way. How you wake up in the morning and go about your day, as soon as you hit that door, your energy is like this. I mean, it's east, west, north, and south. It's everywhere. So if we can't learn how to self-manage ourselves, right? If we can't learn how to treat people with kindness and compassion and with love, like if we can't learn how to do that just because we're not treating ourselves with love and compassion and having patience with ourselves and having integrity, then this is the reason why our world is already in a shambles. Like our world is in a shambles because we're being led by poor leadership, right? We're selfish leadership, leadership that does not have integrity. Just think of, a teacher that you had, or a manager or a supervisor that you had, or just think about yourself and how you treat other people based off of how you feel. So that life coach certification is, for me, is just a prerequisite of going into a coaching platform. Now, our mental and behavior health is that's what we specialize in. Mental and behavior health. My whole background is in psychology and sociology and human development and behavior. My schooling was in it. My 17 years of being a professional was all in that. So I created a mental and behavior health life coach certification because every single day you deal with people, you're dealing with the mental capacity of them. So if you want to be a great leader, if you want to be a great parent, or you just want to be a great human being, then both of my certifications will serve you very, very well. So thank you, Luis, for asking that. That's really the difference. So when you come in, if you get the mental and behavior health life coach certification, it also comes with the life coach certification for leaders. But let's just say you're not interested in the mental and behavior health, right? Which is what I call the profession of life coaching. Then I have doctors, attorneys, police officers, politicians. I have all types of people who just come in and take the life coach certification for leaders. It'll serve you well. So that's the difference. So thanks for asking. So let's talk about this, right? Let me drink some water. My mouth already dry. Y'all, that's the thing about talking. I'm telling you, your mouth be getting dry. You be losing your train of thought, but I'm going to stay focused because I got these notes in front of me, okay? And thank you for my 1.1 likes already on TikTok. That's what I'm talking about. Can we reach our goal? If y'all send me some hearts over here, I think I said 5 hearts will help me reach my goal on TikTok for today, because I'll be going live for 5 days over here, y'all, okay? And for everywhere else. But let's talk about day one. The first thing, remember I told you I left my job 3 times, y'all. And the first time I was so afraid, but I had a mentor. I had a mentor and I had a coach. And those are 2 different type of people, by the way. And I'll never forget, my mentor was like, LaKendra, you can do it. But my coach said, you just got to do it afraid. You just got to do it scared. Have you saved your money yet? See, that the coach had already positioned my mind to prepare, right? My mentor was just motivating me, right? Because she did it. I left my job, so if I can do it, you can do it too. But the coach prepared me to take massive action. So my coach was like, you know what, y'all, hold on. Let me turn some light on right here. Because I thought I had enough light from the window. Okay, so that's much better. Because that means YouTube gonna be dark and stuff like that. Okay. So my coach had already helped me to put a budget in place. So I had already kind of saved some money. I had a savings account. I had the rainy day savings account. And then I also had my livelihood savings account that when I came off my job, like I was going to have to be able to pay my rent and all of the things, right? And at that time, I also was dating a boo who had some money. So I'm not going to lie. People be coming on here talking about, oh, I left my job. And I mean, I just grind, child. I had a boo. He had some money and he helped me out. So on top of the boo who was helping me pay my rent, I still had that rainy day account. I still had my livelihood account that my coach helped me to set up. So I just jumped. I just did it scared. I did it scared, like the coach said. Either you want to live or you want to exist. I remember my coach telling me that. Do you want to live, LaKendra, or do you want to exist? And I said, I want to live. But what does that feel like? And I had a male coach at the time. And I never forget, he said, you won't know how it feels until you're in it. It's almost like being in the tornado. You would never understand the impact and the significance a tornado have on people who have truly been in it. Like their house is in it. They got trapped in it, versus people from afar watching it, but it hasn't impacted their home or their place. You understand what I'm saying? If y'all understand what I'm saying, put a 1 in the comment. So I had to literally just freaking jump in the tornado so I can experience all of the fear. So challenge 1, and I'm going to leave y'all with homework, right? Challenge 1 for today. Okay. Number 1, y'all got ones popping up. Great. Challenge 1 is you got to confront your freaking fear. You got to confront your fear. And it was something that my coach helped me to do that prepared me for everything that was going to be thrown at me, right? And I'll never forget, we did a visualization exercise. So when you hire a coach, don't come over thinking that the coach was to tell you everything of what you got to do, because real coaches don't give advice. I'm just letting y'all know, if you ever hired a life coach and they was just giving you advice, they was, writing everything down saying, oh, go try this. See, that's what a mentor will do, but not a coach. So I'm already teaching you about life coaching while you're in here, right? Because I know what I'm doing. I know what a coach is forwards and backwards, because this is what I do for a living. So my mentor had already created me an action plan and said, LaKendra, this is what I did. I was successful at it. Boom, here, try these things. And I love mentors because they make it sound sexy. They make you see that everything is possible because you're looking at their life and you're like, I just want to be there, right? I want to be right where my mentor is. But a coach says to you, I know you want to be here, but what steps are you going to take to get here? Because my mentor, in their time, that energy was just right. I be thinking about Oprah sometimes, right? And people are like, how did she massively grow like that? Well, because she probably stepped out on faith into fear where the energy was brewing for her, and it just catapulted her into the universe. Because you got to step when energy tells you to move. When whatever your faith is, I'm a God girl, so whatever your faith is, when God says move, that's when energy is brewing for you. For when the explosion happened, you just explode up into the universe. That's how she became massive. There was so many times where I missed my mark because of fear. Like that energy was doing this and was just like, just get into it. So when I explode, I'm gonna explode you up into the universe. And I was like, what will people think? I may gotta lose some friends. Oh, what? I gotta move out of this state? Oh no. I would dare do that. Oh, I gotta sacrifice this for that. Oh, I gotta heal. I gotta go through some healing and some forgiveness. Oh shit, I ain't doing none of that. Right? Fear will paralyze you and it will keep you from massively growing. It will keep you from being exactly where you should be in life, where what has already have been preordained and pre-orchestrated for you, you will miss that opportunity. I truly feel we miss opportunities all day long, right? Greg saying facts. Coach Tamash over here talking about, girl, fear will paralyze you from massively growing. Yeah, y'all are feeling me over here. I love it. Y'all are feeling me. So we did this whole visualization exercise, and I'm gonna help you. This is your first challenge for today. I want you to take notes because I'm gonna need for you to do this later. You ain't gonna be able to do it right now, but I'm gonna need for you to do it later. Okay? This is the first formula in order for you to have massive success. Baby, you first gotta see it. You first, if you can't see where you want to go, how you know where you going? How do you know? How do you even know you're ready if you can't focus on it? Like, I already see what my next living arrangement is gonna look like. Baby, I can't wait to have it because I can already see it. I'm now, because I've done 97%. I'm gonna say 90%, 97. I've done 97% of my healing. So now I'm in materialism. Like, baby, I want that house now. I used to didn't want that type of stuff, but now I'm there, right? I'm in my conceitedness of things that what God said, it is yours. All you got to do is align your life and it's yours. Well, I've done that. Okay, God, I've aligned my life. You said that you promised. You didn't say it. You promised. You promised that if I followed you, if I listened to you, if I sacrifice for you, that you would give me all things. So, baby, I'm ready for it now, right? So I have been visualizing. You never stop growing. You never stop visualizing. So you got to visualize where you're going. If you can do that, right, you got to see it before you achieve it. That's right. And that's a true fact. It's a true fact. If you go and research all of the greats, they're going to tell you, first of all, for most greats are going to tell you their faith. Oh my, I believe. Whatever your belief is, and it don't even got to be God. You don't have to call it God. You can call it the universe, the spiritual, Allah, whatever. Because I deal with all types of people from all walks of life. And what I've learned is people are beautiful, even in their belief system. Our belief system is what shapes us. If your belief system is grounding you in love, then don't you be afraid to believe in what you believe in. If what you believe in is helping you walk through fear and conquer fear, then that's your belief system, right? So I want y'all to just visualize. And if you are not done with healing, I'm going to tell you to leave materialism alone. Just leave it alone. It'll be there for you later, right? I need for you to be visualizing a happy you. Some of you are not even happy. So maybe your visualization needs to start there. Seeing yourself smiling, seeing yourself joyous, seeing yourself walking up to your mom and saying, I'm sorry and I forgive you. Or up to your siblings and saying, I'm sorry, I forgive you. Up to people you've probably hurt and saying, I'm sorry, I forgive you. Or people who have even hurt you. Baby, sometimes fear will trap you because you haven't forgiven yet. How can you want massive growth when you're stuck emotionally? Like you're so stuck inside of here, right? That's part of the success factor. When I teach my Genius CEO, I used to teach it a long time ago when coaches used to come out and they were like, oh, what is bask? I used to bring them into a Genius CEO course. And I would tell them, listen, the reason why you're failing, I'm gonna tell Instagram over here. The reason why you're failing is because you haven't done with your internal conflict. And TikTok, your internal conflict will affect you, will impact you, not only in your personal life, but in your professional life. So you can't run away from it. Instagram, who's on here? LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Boss Ladies of Dallas. You can't. You cannot run from yourself. Yes, Lewis. Forgiveness is key. So when people come and ask for me to mentor them, and they say, well, I don't really want to deal with the personal development. I just want to focus on professional development. I said, well, baby, who you are in your personal life is who you are in your professional life. That's why you're drowning. You're making all the money. You got all the materialism, but you're still drowning because who you cannot hide is the spirit. You can't hide your soul. And when your soul is weak and when your spirit is crying out, it will become your reality. So when I'm talking about visualizing success, I don't know where y'all are with everybody who's tuning in. Wherever you are, wherever you know your pain point is, that's the success I need for you to visualize. If you're 97% like I am, like I'm 90%, I've dealt with my mama problems, I dealt with my daddy problems, child, I dealt with my self-esteem problems, I dealt with all of the freaking problems, right? I left some percentage there because shit, I'm still growing as a human and I'm not perfect. I'm so imperfect. So I leave room for me to grow. So until you know that you are confident in yourself, stop visualizing you driving that G-Wagon and living in the mansion, because it'll never come. Or it'll come and you will still be unhappy. You'll still have suicidal ideations. You will still have limited beliefs. You will still have self-hate. You will still have judgment, even with all of the things. So I'm telling you what, I'm giving you the game, child. You don't even have to pay me for this. I started at 5 G's just for this. And I'm giving y'all the game for free for 5 days. Because I believe in God, and I believe when the Spirit say to do something, I just do it. I'll be rewarded when the reward comes. Y'all feeling me? Just like you, the Spirit been asking you to do it, but you confronting all of the things. And you should just be confronting the fear and just stepping out on faith and doing it. Right? So, okay, let me focus. So fear is the first thing we're going to visualize. I want you to just close your eyes. Let's just do it real quick. Close your eyes. I want you to think about where you're hurting, right? Only you know. Where are you hurting? Is your bank account hurting? Is your health hurting? Is your relationship with your kids or your family or your friends hurting? Is your relationship with yourself, is it hurting? I want you to visualize the pain that you feel. Just see yourself in the pain. Nobody else can see it because see, you wear a mask every day. Every day you got freaking mask on. So you think you hiding, but you can't hide from your spirit. You can't hide from your soul. So let's just visualize. See, I'm seeing myself right there, and I'm just giggling and smiling because I had to fight to get here. Where are you fighting to get to? Visualize yourself. See yourself in the pain. And then we're going to reverse engineer that. And I want you to see yourself how you want to see yourself, where you feel that you should be, Where you are right now and where you're trying to go are two different things. Where you are right now is the reality, and we be dismissing the reality. That's why we can't grow. Because you can't dismiss the reality. You got to deal with it, right? So in my reality, what is it saying? Oh, LaKendra, you need to lose 15 more pounds. Because if you lose 15 more pounds, then you probably won't have to take this medication for diabetes, right? If you lose 15 more pounds, maybe you won't have to take this medication for your high blood pressure. That's the reality, not the, oh, I'm going to be good and I'm still eating what I want to eat and all of the things. No, that's not good. So we don't be living in reality of the things we need to change because of the fear. What are we fearing, right? What are we fearing? I know it's scary. I didn't tell you it was going to be easy, baby. I didn't tell y'all that this massive growth challenge was going to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard when you've lacked for months and years, when you've lacked giving yourself nurture and love and care. It's supposed to be hard. But for 5 days, you're going to have support because I'm going to be here right here every day at 3 o'clock. I'm going to give you support for 5 days to help you through this. And then, trust me, wherever I am, my coaches, some of my coaches are going to show up. And if you just talk to them in the comments, they'll talk back to you. I don't got to talk to you. They'll support you because they some good people. They have been through the process. They have been through the process of purging, of taking responsibility for their own personal growth. Okay. So visualize. Where am I right now? This is the reality. Okay. This is what you're saying to yourself. Tamasha, Tara, Greg, Stephanie, this is the reality. This is where we are. It's a hard pill to swallow that we allowed ourselves to stay right here. But this is who we are right now. And we're going to embrace who we are. We're going to embrace who we are in the massive amount of weight we've gained and how we've neglected our bodies and how we allow people to walk all over us and how we allow people to dump their baggage and their pain and their sorrows onto us. And now we've become them. This is the shit we gonna allow. So you got to sit with that I didn't discipline my kids the correct way and guide them the correct way. Now they just running them up. Like, this is my reality. This is my reality that I'm burnt out on my job, that I went to school for 4 years and didn't even use that degree and shit. Now I'm over here working at Walmart as a cashier because I hated the degree that I took because I was following somebody else's path for me. This is the reality. You got to face it. If you don't face your reality, how can you get any help? This is the reason why I don't have this is the reason why I have low self-esteem, because I allowed that man to just, to break me down. I allowed that woman to break me down every single day instead of me finding the strength to pack my shit up and leave. But now I'm faced with this every day, feeling low about myself. Do y'all feel me? This is my reality right now of why every month I'm stressed out about how I'm going to pay my car note, how I'm going to pay my rent, how I'm going to put food on my table for my kids and for my family, because I chose not to take the route that I should have taken because I was chasing something else. Y'all feeling me? So where are you right now is the fear we don't want to face. It ain't the fear of looking bad. It ain't the fear of making mistakes. It ain't even the fear of, oh, I'm not good enough. Or it ain't even the fear of freezing up. I have ADHD. I can literally have just a brain fart and complete everything and forget everything I want to say. Or I may stutter. So none of that shit is my fear. I already know. The fear is facing the reality of where I placed myself. That's the fear. So when I left my job the first time, all of the fears that I really had was all about my inadequacies of things that I did not take the time to develop. What are you not taking the time to develop? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Boss Ladies of Dallas. What are you not taking the time to develop? That's the question. Because it has nothing to do with anything but who you are right now. And if you can't face yourself, how do you expect to grow? How do you expect to be accepted? You accepting yourself if you can't even face yourself. I literally do this. I'm being a mentor now. Before I walk out my door, I just put a mirror up. Do you know some of us, the only time we look in the mirror is when we're getting dressed in the morning? Like, we got to look in the mirror because we're brushing our teeth if you have a mirror. And that's the only time we see our reflection. We literally just go throughout the day without seeing us anymore until we get back to that mirror in our bathroom. So I got mirrors everywhere. I live in a 3-story unit. So now I'm putting mirrors up at the end of each staircase because I need to see myself before I leave out my house. And when I get back in, I want to see myself entering. So I can know exactly who I am exiting and entering my house. So I can make the necessary changes that I need to make. Stop avoiding your reflection throughout the day. Baby, I just think I'm cute all day, right? I'm going to have my compact. I'm going to make sure I look at myself, right? I want to see what everybody else is seeing. When people say, "Oh, Kendra, you have such a good heart," like, what does that look like on me? Have you ever wondered that? Like, when people be like, "Oh," but they give you compliments and you wonder, like, what do they see? Because sometimes we can't even see it. So sometimes when people say, "Oh, you know what? Oh, well, you know what, Tamika? You so sweet." Just pick up a mirror and be like, "Oh, let me see what sweet, baby, let me see what sweet look like. Oh, this is what sweet look like on me." And look at the reflection. And when people say, "You know what, you so mean. You don't never smile." Sometimes you got to pick up that mirror so you can see what they see. That way, you can take massive action. Y'all feeling me? The fear has nothing to do with the shit people teaching you right now. The fear has everything to do with the reflection you choose not to see. And when I figured that out, the second time I left my job, it was a whole different set of rules, because it was just like, okay, I need to go to therapy because I wasn't seeing myself. Remember, I had the boo, so it really didn't have anything to do with me paying my bills. It didn't have nothing to do with that because, honey, he was taking care of me, okay? I had to take my ass to therapy. Therapy and coaching are two different things, by the way. A coach is not a therapist. Can a coach be a therapist? Yeah, if they're trained to be one, they're credentialed to be one. Other than that, no, they're not. And even if they're credentialed to do that, the process is different. Can a therapist be a coach? Of course, I certify therapists all day long. Because the process that you take your client through is different. Coaching forwards you into your future. It allows you to see where you are right now, take ownership of who you are right now, and shift you, boom, right into your future. Therapy is going to deal with your past. It's going to take you backwards so you can deal with those triggers, so you can understand when you're triggered, so you can heal properly. That's the difference. So I had to go to therapy because the journey I was on was so triggered. Everything triggered me. It wasn't the stress of building a business. It wasn't even that. I was raised by entrepreneurs. I started my first business when I was 7 years old. I ran a business that I came up with intuitively, and then went to my mom and was like, hey, I want to do this. And then my mom helped me to orchestrate it. But intuitively, I created it myself. So it wasn't that. It wasn't even the fact that if my boo left me, can I pay all my bills? Because I love a little struggle every now and then, because it makes you think quick on your feet. It keeps you from being lazy. Like when you in a little struggle that you feel that you have a little leverage on, it just does something to you, right? Your ability to know that you can produce, that you can be a co-creator with God. So I'm not worried about a struggle. What I was worried about, what I was fearful of, was myself. Letting myself down. Not believing in myself. Not even believing in the shit I was talking around that time. It sounded good. Oh, just self-love. I just love myself, child. How can you say that when your health is so poor? How can you say that when you can't even nurture good relationships with the people you're supposed to love? Self-love is deep. It's deep, y'all. Dang it. Gotta go back and recap. It's okay. Replay. I don't know how the replay is over here on TikTok though. But everybody, everywhere else, honey, you can have the replay. Even on Instagram, I'm gonna post it so y'all can go back and you can see it. So I want you to determine, y'all. I think I'm gonna start wrapping up. I want you to determine exactly what fears do you have about yourself. And I want you to confront them. Like two rams in a bush. 2 rams in a bush. Y'all know I'm operating from 3 different cameras. 2 rams in a bush. I just want you to go head to head. Right here. Because for 5 days, I'm going to be here to support you. I'm going to be here to support y'all for 5 days. I want you to confront your fears head on. And I don't want you to hide from them. You got to stop hiding. If you don't tell yourself and accept where you are right now in life and really look at all of the things that you need to cultivate into harmony and healthiness for yourself, you're never going to grow in the speed in which you feel you should grow. You don't have to wait until you 50 and 60 and 70. I have people who follow me who were 16 years old. When I had first got my first 16-year-old follower, it was so funny. Like, she reached out to me and she was just like, I'm one of your biggest fans, 16 years old. She said, I've went and like binge watched all of your YouTube videos. She was like, you're so funny. You're full of life. You remind me of like a big sister. And I want to be just like you. And I'm starting right now. She said, I am learning everything you're teaching and I'm applying it to my life right now. And I go back and tell my mom and say, who is that woman you're watching? Is she brainwashing you? And she says, no, Mom, she's helping me to love myself better. And I'm going to teach you too. So it don't matter if you 16 to 70. The oldest person I've had to just massively follow me was 72 years old. So I don't care if you 16 to 72 years old. You can master this. You can bring your reality to the front. To the front. Stop being back here. Stop being back here. It's not serving you. Bring it to the front. Bring who you are to the front. The reflections that you refuse to show others. And I'm okay with it. Like you don't gotta spill your beans. Like we do too much on social media, honey. You don't gotta spill your beans. What you need to do is you need to find a safety space, a safety person, a safe community to do this with. But for 5 days, you can do it right here. I can help you because right here, if you go and inbox me and say, hey, I tried this and ooh, this happened, I can go and answer you because I know that you're listening to the live. And remember, I don't want anything from you. I'm not going to do an offer at the end of this. Shit, after 5 days, I'm going to be tired because I also got to deal with a whole school of life coaches, right? I got a class of coaches coming up at the end of this month. So we're good. I'm really, really here because God said to be here. Spirit said to be here, to come and do this. And the reason why I know Spirit said is because I heard too many other coaches say, Master Coach, you need to go teach something live. Go do something, because my social media just really look like vanity. It's just all about, me just doing what the hell I want to do because I refuse to be controlled by an algorithm. Y'all feeling me? But I know some of y'all use this for a stream of income, and I salute you because it's tough. But don't allow it to keep you from massively growing authentically into who you truly are. Don't allow things to make you lose yourself because you already lost. We already lost. Baby, we've been lost ever since we came out of our mama's womb. We were the safest when we were in our mama's stomach. You know why? Because the only person that was guiding us was God, her, and yourself. God who planted you there, who chose you out of thousands of eggs. We were chosen out of thousands of eggs. You were already a miracle. So when we were in our mama's stomach, this is where we were the safest. Because the only person we had to deal with was mama. But baby, once she pushed us out, and we picked up every energy in that room, the doctor's energy, the nurse's energy, your daddy energy, if your daddy was there, your grandmama energy, whoever's in that room, boom, totally impacted you just like that. And then you took all of that energy from the time of your birth. You got to understand that that's creation. That's when you were pushed into the earth, just like God spoke to earth, like you was pushed into this earth, smacked it on the butt. You did that cry. Your energy did this. So at the moment we were born, we were impacted by everything that ever was once in that room because the energy lingers. So identity, child, our identities were in an entanglement once we came out of the mama's womb. You feeling me? This is why I don't come and teach, because I only need to teach the people who want to learn. I don't have time to be doing this on social media just for clout. I would never do that. But for this 5-day challenge, I'm going to show up for y'all so you can get it right. You go do your own research and you can get it right. Start researching, visualizing success when I'm fearful of myself. Close your eyes. See where you are right now. Write it down. Get a journal. Write it down, right? You see this? Get something. Write. Who am I right now? In my health, in my spirit, in my relationships, in my social life, in my home life, in my professional life. Who am I fearing? Who do I fear in this present person, in this body? But where is it do I want to be? Don't think about the materialism. Don't think about the Fendi. Don't think about the house. Don't think about the car. Don't think about the bank account. Think about yourself. because you are all of those things. Once you grow that part of yourself, the Fendi will come, the Gucci will come, the Chanel will come, the house will come, the 7-figure bank account, the 6-figure bank account, the 5-figure bank account, all that shit'll come. It'll come. I'm telling you, it'll come. But you trying to go backwards. You going backwards. You try to take the easy way out. Because if I can put on the fake facade, then people won't see me. But people don't have to see you. The universe sees you. You asking the universe for one thing, but it's rewarding you for what it is that you truly feel. So you wondering why you can't find a good man or a good woman, shit, because you don't feel good about yourself. The universe sees exactly who you are and it is giving you what you are and not what you're asking for. Y'all better write that down. The universe is meeting you where you are, not what you're asking for. Because what you're asking for is it's in the back of the line. It's giving you exactly who you are when you're in your house by yourself. When you leave out that job and you go get in your car and you close that car door and you lock that door, it's you in that car. That's who you really are. When you get home and you go into your room and you close that door, you pull that wig off. Man, I know what it feel like. You pull that wig off, you strip down naked, you put on your little house clothes or whatever. That's who you really are. But if somebody call you, you transform again. Hey, girl, that ain't who you are. You ain't even happy. You ain't even happy right there. So day one, confronting your fear. Can we do that, y'all? Can we work on that? You know I want that Fendi too. I probably got something. I probably have something right now that you can wear. I'm sure I probably do. Y'all know I'm in all sizes, Lord. Can we work on that, y'all? Can we work on visualizing our highest self? Do you know who you are right now is your highest self? Until you breathe another breath. Like every time we take a deep breath, every time we inhale and exhale, don't you know new cells are being replenished in our bodies? Like we're being made new every second of the day. We're being made new. So even right now, if you've had a bad day, you can make yourself new right now by taking ownership. You probably ain't even eaten anything all day. You probably haven't even hydrated your body properly all day. You probably haven't even picked up the phone and maybe called somebody who's been on your mind and say, you know what, you on my mind and I just love you. You maybe have even taken a break just to sit in solitude, sit in solidarity of who you are. You probably ain't even done none of that shit today. You just running them up. But you can right now. Right now you can. Y'all feeling me? Stop allowing time to control you. Stop allowing time to control you. You control time by authentically being who you are. If you need a break, take a break. I love silence sometimes. Silence just helps me just to, silence helps me to know that I'm peaceful inside. Because the reason why some of us don't like silence is because it's so freaking noisy up in here and in here. It's just noisy. Do you know I can just sit in silence all day? No music, no television, just me, my heart, and my mind, and my soul. That's peace. Oh my God. I remember when I couldn't do that. I feared myself from doing that because I didn't want to be emotional. I was hiding from the emotions. If I said too quiet shit, I was going to be crying because I was so lost in here. So lost. That's why I created my company. Because I just want to help all beautiful heart centered people who want to do better. You want to do better. I just want to help you to find that love within. That's it. You got me? How do I get to that point of peace? Oh, it takes a lot of work. Supply, wholesale, but it's worth it. It's worth the work. Just like how we get up every day and we go to work and they say, do this, do that, do that. Be on this live all day. Sell these products. It's almost like you got to be on live all day and selling yourself. Selling this shit that don't belong. Sell away insecurity. Just sell it away, right? You got to do it for yourself. And it's hard. It's hard work. That's the reason why this world, we think it's this big, but it's really just this big. It ain't that big, y'all. Look how we're connecting with each other right now. Look how we're connecting. I don't even know who half of y'all are. Y'all feeling me? But we're here because maybe you needed this and now your process. Maybe the piece that you're looking for can be found now. It can help you, whatever. Go back and watch this if you didn't catch it from the beginning. But go back and watch this when you can sit quietly and just think and process. But we all were born with peace. So it's easy to get back to, but it will take hard work because we've been out of practice, right? So you got to put yourself back in routine of embracing peace, right? Channeling peace, channeling compassion, empathy, learning how to have empathy for yourself, right? We can have empathy and sympathy for everybody else, but when it comes to us, child, we so hard on ourselves. You so hard on ourselves. But you don't have to be hard on yourself anymore. Yes, I can sit in silence all day as well. I can drive my car in silence with no problem. I love it. It's one of the best peace that you can have without having the intrusion of thoughts. The intrusion of thoughts. I'm going to actually do a workshop on that later in the future. God working on me with it right now. But the intrusion of thoughts will keep you away from peace, right? So, part one of the challenge. So for homework, which gotta be tonight, because tomorrow we gotta go over some more stuff. Tonight, I want you to sit and visualize your success. What does my success mean, Master Coach? Your success is where you are right now in your life, not your bank account. Unless you've done all the healing, then it's okay, right? Because I told y'all, I'm this next house I want. Oh my gosh, baby, I just see myself. Y'all gonna be calling me. My coach is gonna be calling me, talking about, Master Coach, you coming to the office today? I'm gonna be like, no, honey, I'm sitting by the pool, listening to this waterfall. I want this massive waterfall in my backyard, and I want to have like a full-time house staff, right? Somebody that loves serving other people. And that's just what they want to do. You know, you got to allow people to do what they love to do. So I want to find somebody who just loves serving people, and I want to have them full time just to be present with me all damn day. And have them to sit down. Come and sit down with me, and let's just enjoy this waterfall and drink some wine and just chill out. Chill out till your shift start back up. You know what I mean? That's my next level right there. I'm ready for it. Like, I'm ready to receive that now. What are you ready to receive? What healing, what part of you that needs to heal, right? It's tough work, y'all. It's tough work. But just think about it. If it's too much, if it's too deep, you may need to hire a therapist. I'm not a therapist. You got to find you a therapist, okay? But if you kind of already done some of that back work and you just don't know how to move forward, then you may want to hire a coach. I'm not going to be your personal coach, but if you need a coach, I have a Rolodex of coaches. I'm a life coaching school. You can check out the link in my bio and you can just go and you can go find you one. Okay? But you got to take action in order to have massive results. And welcome to day one of the challenge. So I can't wait to be back with y'all tomorrow. Honey, y'all send me some messages, some inboxes, and when I'm well, tonight is the game, so I'll be at the Mavericks game tonight. But when I get home and I'm sitting in the bed and doing absolutely nothing, I'll respond to you and we can dialogue, okay? Pinky swear. Let's just all pinky swear. We're taking massive accountability so we can have massive growth going into the second quarter of the year and finishing out the first quarter strong. Because if you can finish out the first quarter strong, especially if you're a business owner or if you're a leader or a thought leader or whatever, right? Whatever you're governing, you'll feel better about yourself going into second quarter. I promise you that. That I can promise you. So thank you for the applauses over here. TikTok is lit over here, right? I really appreciate y'all. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'm just praying for whoever God allows me to reach, that you receive these words, you receive, my voice and my sincerity with love and compassion for your personal growth. And you receive it, it impacts your life, and then you go and impact other people's life. That's how it is, right? You each one teach one, right? So if this impacted you, share it out with someone else and help them to feel good. Just imagine if we just all chain link that, where we just I feel good, I want you to feel good. Well, shit, I feel good too. I want you to feel good. Just imagine if we all lived that way. Man, the world would be just so beautiful. So many blessings to y'all. Bye for now.